I was like good at Mac
Yeah, call us either way, because if we're out of you know.
Started this. So one of the things that we did, and when we kind of started that, like the kind of when I was saying up there that I was like, holy cow, this is a big wall. It was really kind of just using the traditional method of doing a grid system. So I basically kind of gridded this with some snapping. We snapped lines, which are basically just chalk lines. And once we gridded like a foot square all the way across, then this was our master guide. So this was actually the entire mural in sections. And then, you know, like Mike or Oscar would get this, and I would say, okay, Oscar, I want you to draw this exact information that's right on there. But obviously, if you look at this closely, it's not exact. So there was a lot of kind of wiggle room, I think, from the master image to what was actually on the wall. And so this one actually, you'll notice, you know, what we have is a kind of master image for color. So once we kind of moved from the grid image, which was that right here, we had a color guide. So I had the color guide, which is basically a kind of Photoshop collage image of the entire. We didn't waste that much paint because even if we mixed like a giant gallon of glue that didn't go with that particular area, we always had like 80 or 90 feet left to like use it up, right? So, you know, so there wasn't any screwing up. And you know, these guys were really good at like, you know, mixing something up and writing down. We also had a color guide, you know, a little notebook where we could know exactly what color. So it was kind of forgiving, right? What was your take on this?
When the color is gone, let's see if we get that color again. That's pretty much all.
Which actually,
try it.
Yeah. Which actually meant, you know, like if we didn't agree with that color, then you just painted the whole thing over again. But it didn't, you know, it didn't take that long to be able to just mix up another color and put it back. Just to kind of give you the image pop, you know, you can see it from a block away. So that was kind of the deciding factor when we kind of started. Anyway, so in terms of the images themselves, you know, does anybody have any questions? Anything like, yeah?
How did you seal the bridge? Like,
yeah, the biggest hurdle in terms of that was that there's this kind of like white powdery, you know, what is it, rosin that kind of happens. So you have to kind of scrub that out and then put like a nice text paints where you might find like fugitive color or color that's going to fade. This is like top brand Nova Color, which is the acrylic exterior paint that a lot of murals really do. So that was one of the things. And then the one hurdle was actually also sealing it because actually, which maybe you can see that as an insult or a compliment, somebody hit us, or tagged us rather, on this left side, right when we were in the middle of the project. So, but actually it was good, you know, we investigated, we went to their house and, you know, broke a couple windows. It was fine. So what we did was we're using a top hard varnish sealer that, you know, will be resistant to any of that temptation. Thank you. Any other questions on that?
Jose, the cubes, what's the symbolism for those?
You know, I was kind of looking at that as kind of building blocks, and you know, a lot of it is because my beautiful 3-year-old daughter you know, a lot of the things that I was looking at as simple objects, I started really looking at kind of simple, like little building toys, and that was one of the things that I started to incorporate as part of the imagery into this, and actually some of my own paintings. So I was kind of using that as a kind of symbol, which actually kind of works in two ways. One of them, I think, is I see this kind of these kind of like very elemental like building blocks of learning. But again, you know, coming back to the kind of idea of travel and childhood, and really kind of also looking back to like childhood memory and that kind of those kind of formative years, which are memories I think that are ingrained and that never leave you, or at least I don't know. I'm very nostalgic about that stuff, so it definitely comes out in the painting. So yeah,
Thank you.
and of course, you know, my daughter, she made it into that painting naturally, I would say, and you know, in terms of this childhood, this child image, you know, I think at this point it's kind of a mix between my brother's 5-year-old pictures and my own pictures that are just kind of incorporated together and used as you know, as a symbol for innocence and childhood. Yeah. All right.